Hello class 5, welcome to your online class. Let's continue the chapter. So in the previous day, in the previous class, as I was explaining you that the weight and volume, they are related, but in the opposite also can happen. As the weight increase, the volume increase, but it depends on the material on which we are discussing about, isn't it? So we have seen that if we take 1 kg potato and 1 kg 2 kg potato, the as we are increasing the amount of potato or the weight of potato, the volume is also increasing. But if we compare among two different materials like cotton wool and potato, what we have seen that the amount of potato or rice maybe that as the material is different, so it is varying. The volume of the cotton wool is becoming more as it is light in nature, and the materialistic different, as the difference in material is there, the volume is, though the weight is same, but the volume in case of the cotton wool is more. Today we will read about density. So please go to page 93. Page 93. Acha. To compare the weight of the same volume of different materials, we find their densities. Now, if we want to compare the weight of the same of two different materials, like one is cotton and another one is rice. So, what we have to measure? We have to density. The density of a substance means the density of the particular object actually tells us how closely molecules in a substance are packed. As in the previous day I have told you that in solid, liquid, gas, and in even solid, semi solids are there. So semi liquid are there, like that. So the molecules and the placement of the molecules will say us that how close they are packed, or how light difference they have in one in between them. So depending on the molecules, the density of a particular object also varies. So it tells how closely molecules are packed. In case of solid, we know the molecules are very tightly packed, and in case of liquid a little bit spacious, and in case of gas the molecules are far away from one to the other. So density is defined as the weight of as the weight of unit volume of the substance. Here see what is the meaning of of means divided. So density is defined as density is equal to weight by volume. Okay, so when we want to measure density of a particular object, we have to divide its weight along with its volume. The greater the density of the substance, the heavier it feels at its molecules are packed more closely. So as I have told that dense substance, if it is very dense in nature, then we have to think that yes, in that case the molecules of the particular object are very closely packed to each other. The greater the density of a substance, the heavier it feels as its molecules are packed more closely. In the previous day, as I have described, that if you compare the cotton and the potato, it will be difficult for you to carry the potato of same weight, because the density among the molecules are packed in case of potato, but it is not the same, though it is a solid but form of solid, but still the molecules are not tightly packed, and thus the density of the cotton is less than the potato. Thus rice has greater density than cotton wool. The same if we take the example of rice are also heavy in nature, and thus if we take 1 kg of rice, equal amount of 1 kg cotton, then the rice will be heavier and it is with a heavy density. Now The next thing what we will read in this chapter is floating and sinking. Now see, we can take any example of two objects. You can do it in your home as well if you want. If you take a glass and if you put a thermocol ball in it, what you will see? It is floating, isn't it? So, but if you take a stone, a pebble, stone chips, what you will see? It is drowning in the water or it is sinking in the water. Now it depends on the density of the particular object. If it sinks, it is of more density, and if it floats, then it is less dense than the water. Let's read. A log of wood floats in water, but a small stone sinks. As I have told you, that if you put a stone chips, what you will see? It is drowning and it is sinking in the water. But if you take a small piece of wood, what you will see? It is floating. Yes. It is not the size or the weight of an object that decides of an an object floats or sinks in the liquid. Means what? It does not depend that how big the thing is, what is going to float or what is going to sink. It is the density. So the density, as I have told, if the object is dense, more dense than the density of the water, what will happen? The thing will definitely drowse or it will sink. If the object is denser than the water, it sinks in water. So it is drowning or it is going down. If it is less dense than water, it floats. So what we have understand, that if we take a thermocol or a wood and we dip it in the water, glass of water, what we will see? That yes, it is floating. But it does not depend on the shape or the size of the particular objects what is floating. And again, if you take one stone chips, it may be smaller than the thermocol piece or the wood of piece of wood. It may be small. Do you understand what I am telling? But if you put it in the glass, what will happen? It will drown. It will sink. So what is the difference between it? Because the log or the piece of thermocol is less dense than the water and thus it is floating. And again, in the same way, maybe the stone is small in nature, but its density, means the molecules which are there inside it, are more tightly packed than the molecule of the water. As we have read that the molecules are lighter in water and lightly packed, and in case of solid, the molecules of the substance is tightly packed. So it is becoming more dense. As we have read, density means the molecules, how the molecules are packed together. So this piece of stone may be small than the piece of thermocol or maybe the piece of wood which is floating, but still it will drown. I think you have understood what I want to explain. Yes. The density of water. Now this page is very important. This chapter is a little bit difficult. You have to listen it very carefully. Page 94, next page. The density of water is 1 kg per liter. Means what? Density means, see, as we are telling that the density depends how tightly the molecules are packed together. So here we are explaining that the water of 1 kg per liter means, see, the density is being compared with the a solid one, because 1 kg and 1 liter, the density is the same. So the density of water is 1 kg per liter. This means 1 liter of 1 liter of water weighs 1 kg. So if you take one machine, and if you weight machine, and if you compare 1 liter of water along with 1 kg of potato, you will see that the weight are same. The density of wood, cotton wool and wax are less than 1 kg per liter. Now, why wood, cotton and wax, they are floating as I have told that these here, as we are, please listen very carefully. I'm trying my best to explain you. I think you can understand. See, wood, cotton and thermocol or wax maybe, they are floating. So in the previous line what we have read, that the density of water is 1 kg per liter. So it means that the density of this wood, cotton and wax are less than 1 kg per liter. Am I clear? See, it is written. See, when the density of water is 1 kg per liter, then the density of the other material which are floating may be less than that, isn't it? That is why in the previous page we have read that why one object is floating on the water, because it is having less density than the water. The substance or the material which is floating like thermocol, wood, cotton and wax, they are having density less than water. So we will tell that the density of wood, cotton, wax is less than 1 kg per liter. Am I clear? So these substances float in water. So these substances are floating in water. The density of aluminium and iron are greater than 1 kg per liter. They will sink in water. It is quite obvious. So as again I will take the example of the previous page. As we have told that the thing which are more dense than water, they will sink in water. So here iron, aluminium and maybe the stone, which pebble which we were telling, they are having greater the density, they are having more than 1 kg per liter, and so they are sinking in water. So this part I think you have understood. One small drawing I will show you. I think it will help you better. See what is happening. Suppose these two are bowl and they are filled up with water, same amount of water, same size of bowl, and they are having same amount of water. Now if you take, once again I will explain you. Suppose water, we know that its density is 1 kg per liter. 1 kg per liter. Okay. So it is water. Okay. Water is equal to 1 kg per liter. The density of water is 1 kg per liter. So this is the same in case of both the bowls. Now if you take one piece of wood, you will see that it is floating on the water. But if you take a small stone, you will see it is sinking. So what we will say here, in case of wood, the density, why it is floating, once again I will repeat, because it is floating, because it is less dense than water. So we will tell that wood, the density of wood is less than 1 kg per liter, because we know that the weight of the density of water is 1 kg per liter. So the wood is less dense than the water. In same case, if we consider, if we take the stone, in case of stone, what is happening? The density of stone is more than 1 kg per liter. Am I clear? So when you have to keep it in mind, when two things you have to keep it in mind. When something is floating, means when it is not going down, it is less dense than the material which is here. Maybe water, maybe anything, whatever it may be. When these two materials can change, but if this material is floating on this material, then you have to consider that this material is having less density. In the same way, when something is sinking inside the another material, you have to think that it is having a more density because it is drowning. So I think this is clear. Next day we will start with Archimedes principle. This part is also very interesting. We will draw and we will learn many things more. Thank you.